Hey guys, welcome back. We're at the Office Pile, the co-working community in Phoenix, Arizona for our smoothie series. This is week 2, and we're making another green smoothie today, but completely different than last week.
Well, you cut us again because this is our breakfast for week 2. And this is muffins, and this is donuts, and this is just not good stuff for you, right?
No, not at all. But, you know, a lot of people in America are eating this for breakfast.
I'm Francisco Aguirre from the Office Pile, and I'm ashamed to say this is what we're having for breakfast today. But instead of this, we're going to have...
the green Kale-Aid is what we're making today.
You're doing this interventions, you know. Every Friday you're doing interventions. You come in, you take away the bad things that we're doing, and boom, there it is.
And I can't wait to see how it affects you guys. So here we are. Are we ready to get going?
Rock and roll.
Okay, so today as a liquid base, we're using coconut water. Now, your liquid base can be completely up to you, whatever you have on hand. I don't want you to think, oh, at home I don't have coconut water, so I'm not going to make my smoothie today. But I just want to throw out another option for you. Coconut water is extremely hydrating. It replenishes your electrolytes. Make sure that you get a very pure form of coconut water. If you can get raw processed rather than heated or pasteurized, that's ideal. So you can get all the nutrients from it. Okay, so again, we're making this, the green Kale-Aid for one person, just one serve. I'm filling it up to line 1, which is equivalent to 1 cup of coconut water. And I am going to use some spinach today again, because again, you can't taste it, so why not throw some in? We got a big handful of organic fresh spinach.
And I noticed you put the liquid first always, right?
Yep, we're putting the liquid first because I like to fill it up to 1 line before I have all the ingredients in. Then it'd be hard to tell what's 1 cup.
Great.
So it's just easier. I don't have to have measuring cups on hand. All right, now we got some kale. If you guys haven't heard of kale, this is a dark leafy green that's very good for you. So there's different types of kale. When you go to the store, you might see a dinosaur kale, which is darker green, kind of thinner. This is a curly kale, and I prefer using that in my smoothies, but use whatever you can find. Now when you use kale, you don't want to use a bunch because it is quite bitter and earthy. So I just take a little, a couple sprigs off like this and then drop it in, okay? Now it's important that we counteract that bitterness. Remember last week we counteracted the bitterness of the broccoli with some almond butter. Today we're going to use lemon. Lemon is perfect to complement the kale, all right? So you can do a big squeeze of lemon like that. I would say take half a lemon and just squeeze it in. Or you could even just take a thin slice of lemon, leave the rind on, and drop it in. That's another option. Whatever works best for you. We're using some frozen bananas here today. Again, just half a frozen banana. We got some mango as well. So this is some organic mango frozen. Again, I go to frozen fruit. It's easier to keep. It's still just as good for you, and it's going to last longer. You don't have to keep all these fresh ingredients.
That was my question, because I always try to use the fresh fruit, and it winds up going bad.
Yes.
Once I get to use it, so...
And then you waste the money.
It discourages me from doing this, what you're doing right now.
Right. So frozen fruit is a great go-to, and then fresh greens, you just have to buy those once a week, right? So I have about, I'm going to use half a cup of frozen mango, and it's a handful, just kind of wing it. And again, these recipes can be completely tweaked to your preference. So I am going to use another little teaspoon of raw honey because we have a mixed crowd here today, and feel free to omit that. I mean, again, we had some people that already had these muffins today. They have that sweetness in their mouth, so yes, we're going to help them. Now, raw honey, by the way, is very good for you. It actually helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. It's known for vitality and skin, so it is great for you. Make sure it's raw, not heat processed, okay? So, and then I'll use a little bit of ice.
And again, where do you find all these ingredients? They're easy to find.
They're easy to find.
I don't have to travel to all these weird shops and everything else to find these ingredients.
We're here in Phoenix, Arizona, so we're lucky. We have a bunch of things at our fingertips here. Nearby, I got these ingredients at Trader Joe's and Sprouts. You can go to Whole Foods, but really, if you go to Safeway or Fry's, you can find frozen fruit, fresh greens, ice, and some coconut water or almond milk. You can find these ingredients. It's easy. All right, and that's it. We're just going to turn that machine on for our green Kale-Aid. And so here's where I would look at it and say, okay, well, do I kind of want a thicker smoothie, a more icy smoothie? You could throw in some more ice or some more frozen fruit and just kind of find what texture you like the best. And I'm looking to see that all that kale gets blended up. If you have pieces of kale left in there, you're gonna taste it. So you want a really good high power blender to work through those greens so that you can't taste them anymore. And that's about a 45-second cycle.
That's great. You know, the green always kind of is intimidating to say, nah, it's green, is maybe too healthy for me.
Yeah.
But I remember last week it was just phenomenal tasting.
Yes.
So I can't wait to taste this guy.
Great. And just so you know, banana is a very strong flavor, which you noticed in that last week's smoothie. And if this is too strong for you today, just add in a little bit more banana and it'll take it away for you. So see that we got about 16 ounces, maybe a little bit more for your green Kale-Aid smoothie today. Nice icy texture, perfect smoothie consistency. Oh. And if you like it thinner, just omit the ice. You're getting all the nutrients you need, all the Power Pack nutrients from this. We're gonna go ahead and try this, guys. Tell me what you think. The green Kale-Aid, this is stepping it up a notch. A little bit different than last week.
You know my pet peeve? On TV, when you taste something, you go like, But this is really,
Thank you.
This is very good.
Thanks.
Salud.
Cheers.
Oh man, this is good. This is very good, huh?
And most people, when they put green in their smoothies, they come to me and they say, Makenzie, that was disgusting. You know, so this is a perfect recipe to start throwing in the kale. Use that lemon. You know, another good ingredient to add here is ginger. Ginger helps take away the bitterness of the kale. So the fact that you can't taste that kale is pretty awesome. And that's all we have for you today, guys. Let us know if you have any questions, want specific recipes, have comments, send us an email.
We're going to try to change our diet.
You will change your diet.
No, we will change our diet. You're awesome, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, it was beautiful.